Hi Adi. Hi Gargi. Hi, hi everyone. Hi Gargi.
How
Welcome,
are you? Great.
welcome. So,
Thank you for having me.
yes, I am so much happy to have you here, Gargi. I love all your works, so I wanted you to be
Thank you so
here.
much, ma'am.
So let us officially introduce you, Gargi. So, welcome all of you for our Unstoppable Shaktis show, which is a Empowered Women interview series, which we started last Thursday. And I am so happy that Gargi Arya accepted my invitation honestly, earnestly, and being our guest today. And also, I'm so happy to say that the guest for this series has been booked till April. So many guests are waiting, or so many guests have accepted my invitation. That is so happy for me, and I would like to share with you all people. And we have our second guest here, Gargi Arya. So let me officially introduce her to you. Gargi Arya is a 18 years young visionary who started her journey at the age of 13 when she faced with a severe depression during the pandemic, which lasted almost 1 year. And today she is youngest India's certified life coach, trainer, international motivational speaker, TEDx speaker, author of the book Lion-Hearted Soul, certified Ho'oponopono healer, and NLP practitioner. And she's the founder of Quantum Leadership Academy, having 78 plus people. And she's a trauma release coach and business energetics mentor on a mission to help people to ignite their inner champion, build a soul aligned business, and monetize their message. So I can go on telling about Gargi Arya. This is not a confined one. I know more about her. She is doing very wonderful job at a very younger age. So happy to have you, Gargi, today in our show. And I am giving the stage to you. Please introduce yourself so that we will know more about you from you.
Yes.
Thank you, Gargi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Vasanta ma'am, for having me here, and hello everyone. I think there is not much to say because you have already said everything about me. But yes, my name is Gargi Ara. I started my journey at the age of 13, and just to make a long story short, after going through severe battles of mental health issues, finally I'm here to help people overcome their own, things and live a meaningful life. So thank you so much for having me.
It's great to hear from you, Gargi. You are so sweet. First thing which I want to ask you is that at this young age, when you came into this personal development phase, mainly your family, your parents should be supportive to you. So nowadays, parents are having so much pressure on their kids to be someone like engineers, doctor. They have their preconceived setup, so they are pressurizing the kids to become a well-known engineer or something like that. So when you came into this personal development of area, how your parents or how your family supported you? That I want to hear from you.
Okay. See, like when I started, like I am very lucky enough to get my support, to get the support of my parents. But what started happening was, when I started to go into personal development, the first time I told everyone that I want to become a life coach or I want to go into personal development, all these things, my parents also did not believe in the first go because this field was completely very new to everyone. So like to my parents, to my friends, everybody was like used to get a very surprising and shocking reaction ki who is a life coach. And that's when the first time I started talking to people, that whoever used to ask me what do you want to do in your future, I would tell them I want to do coaching. And everybody used to tell me like negative sentences, this could not be the only career that you can have, you need to have a plan B or something or the other like that. But through my efforts every single day, through the learnings that I got from my mentors, my parents, when they started to see me getting small results, then they started feeling that okay, this is something that can be called as a field as well. And like my mom's or my parents just fully came into this when they actually talked to one of my mentors, Pooja Puneet ma'am. When she explained them about life coaching, when she told them that this is what the whole career is all about, then they actually started believing in me and in every single thing that I do.
So great, great, Gargi. You are a representation that you can aspire your goals instead of going in the rat race. So this is, you are a very good role model for this younger generation. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate your family and parents for supporting your vision.
Yeah.
And having this, what made you have undergone so much in mental health? So, what mindset shift made you to come into this journey? Any one particular thing which made you to come into this journey?
Okay. See, one of my biggest moments that has told me or why I came into this journey was because of my major depression when I lost someone I loved. But when the whole year was done, a whole year when I was tired of being into that sadness, when I was tired of being into those mental health issues, I used to go on YouTube, I used to search for motivation, and then for some time it used to be there in me, but again nothing used to change in a very permanent way. And I think the enough is enough moment was when I actually decided to kill myself. When I took that attempt, the only thought that stopped me was that what, Gargi, this is something you cannot do. Because there was always a voice or a person inside me who used to tell me that this is something you want to become. Like I always had a goal of becoming either a doctor or a teacher. So but coaching was not even my goal anyways. But that incidence of attempting that step actually led me to understand that I need to start living for myself. And I gave myself this challenge that I am going to work on myself for the next few days or for the next few months, and I'm going to change my life so that I don't feel these emotions again. And that's when I got into personal development and finally into coaching. So the only step was this one incidents which pushed me towards my inner calling.
Super. And it's also your courage that you believed in yourself. Some calling, inner calling, you had that and you believed in yourself. So that made you to come into this coaching industry. So really appreciable. And another thing which I want to ask is nowadays, the younger generation, how much they are having that technical skills and they have the knowledge and they have the ability skill to acquire any knowledge easily. Though they have all those positive aspects, they also do have the negative mental or limiting beliefs like self doubt, and they are not trusting people, and they may be underconfident or sometimes they may be overconfident. So both I could see. So I could also relate with you more because I was also an engineering college professor for 17 years. So I had that chance of having conversation with the students. So I thought that they are having both extremity, to this extreme and to that extreme. So for those people, what advice or what tips will you share for focusing themselves, for believing in themselves?
See, like a very good question, because a lot of times the only thing which stops us is our own limitations. The first thing which I want anybody here who goes through a lot of self doubt is it's fine, right? It's completely fine, because I also go through a lot of self doubts. I too go through it right now. I have went through a lot of things before as well. But the only thing which I always know is your why should be strong, right? If the root cause is not strong, even if you grow a lot of fruits outside, they won't be permanent. So like the root needs to be really strong, because every single time I face any kind of challenge, maybe results are not coming, maybe a lot of work pressure is there, or a lot of overwhelming situations are there, or a lot of self doubt is there, criticism, people criticize a lot, all of these things, if it happens to me, I will feel disappointed, I will feel demotivated for some time. But at the end of the day, all I remind myself is they can't define me. I need to find my own identity. So the first thing is always remember to find your own identity and what is your reason of doing it. I this is a very funny thing, but actually a very serious lesson as well. There was a survey done where everybody was asked, like, why do you wake up early in the morning and why do you sleep at night? Everybody's answer was because everybody do it, so I also do it. So, this is very major thing that we need to understand. Rather than blindly following the crowd, it's better to understand who you are as a leader. The second thing, to anyone who faces a lot of self doubt, is allow yourself to understand where is this coming from, right? Where is this coming from? Because it's a part of healing. So it may come from your childhood, it may come from anybody's else beliefs, because I'm telling you, the moment you realize that whoever you are not actually your authentic self. It is always focused or opinionated by other people. Ki we just follow all the opinions that are that people tell us. So second thing which I would love to tell anyone who is facing this challenge is understand where is this coming from and start working on the root cause. And the third thing which I personally follow is every single day doing something that makes you grow out of your comfort zone. because you know your mind is आपको वो comfort में ही रखेगा. It will never allow you to go beyond it. But all your dreams are outside your comfort zone. So like coming up on Insta Live, if you will ever go to my first Insta Live, I know how I did it. Only one person was there, right? When I did my Facebook live, nobody joined. When I used to do anything, when I made my first video, the first comment was a criticism. So all these things are going to come, but at the end of the day we need to do it, because that's our goal, or that's something that is going to help us to grow. So these are the three things.
Lovely, lovely. Important pointers. Those who are watching live, please note it down. The last one is a game changer hack. So we have to do that. And our biggest why decides what our purpose is and how we have to go with the life. So really wonderful, Gargi. And this makes me, this gives me a chance to ask the next question that you are a young kid. Still, you are younger. When compared to me, you are more than younger than my son.
Okay.
So, in this age, the kids will be having so many distractions, and they will be enjoying having fun and enjoyment, and they have that Instagram, social media, Facebook, everything. How you are making focusing, or how you are avoiding, not avoiding, how you are keeping away from all these kind of distractions.
Okay. See, I think social media is not a problem for me because I use it very effectively. I use social media for research work. I use social media, like, if you will ever ask me how much time do I spend on social media, I'm active all the whole day. Right? I'm on Instagram the whole day.
Mm.
I'm on WhatsApp the whole day. I'm on Zoom the whole day. But I am, the only difference is I am using it more productively so that it can help me to grow. Right. So I think if you will ever ask me what is my distraction, my only distraction is my pet Bruce, because his cuteness like just
Yes.
distracts me a lot. Otherwise, there is no not actually a problem of social media, and it all again boils down to discipline, right? Because again I want to tell to anyone who feel that discipline abhi is stage pe aane mein I have just done it. I have not just done it, it has taken effort, it has taken every single day time to come to a stage where I am just into that automated thing, that my task, I know my priority. So even if there are so many things that may distract me, I'm still very much focused because I know what I want to do. So I think first, anybody who faces a lot of distractions, to adults, to the people of my age, understand it's completely fine. Second thing is, rather than wasting your time, what can you do in that time? Because distractions only happen when you don't value your own time, right? Distractions will only happen when you don't value your own dream, when you don't have a clear vision. And if you have a clear vision, and it's not important ki abhi agar you are watching me at this age, you need to have a clear vision. You can have the clarity at any single point of time. It's just that that divine timing will come. Agar aap khud nahi clear hoge, then universe is going to slap you many times to get clarity.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So
Yes.
it's interesting that you are saying that you should value your own time. This is a very powerful message for younger generation. You have to value your time. So having that, I would like to know how you will spend time in a day. How, when will you wake up, and what are all the activities which you do, and how you end your day, and how you give yourself some time, me time. I would also like to know that, Gagi.
Okay. Thank you so much, Parveen ma'am. Means a lot. So, like I'll come to, the starting of the day. So right now, if I tell you my schedule, I am waking up at 3:30 a.m.
Wow.
Right? So I wake up at 3:30 a.m. I do some kind of journaling, gratitude and all, just to keep myself happy or productive for the whole day. Then the next thing is, like I start my work around 9 a.m. and then it goes till at least you can say 9 p.m. So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'm completely blocked with either coaching sessions or my own, like I just started with Freedom Ventures as well. So uska, all the work is there. Then apart from it, either answering queries or taking webinars or attending the webinars or classes of my mentors. And then at 9 p.m., after 9 p.m., I think there was a time few months back I was taking sessions till 1 a.m. as well. But the only thing which I started controlling from February starting was कि I need to value my own rest time also. So after 9 p.m., I try not to keep any session. So after 9 p.m., it's only either any pending work or playing with Bruce, or any single thing that just helps me to calm down. And since I'm waking up early in the morning, so I need to sleep at least by 10:30. So this is the whole thing.
Great, great, Gargi. Great to hear, know this. So, guys who are watching live, please give her heart and your emojis. It's really amazing for a young kid to wake up at 3:30 and concentrating on herself with journaling and other inner work activities. I really appreciate, and I really wonder how you are able to do all these things, since I am also a part of many communities you are part of, and I am seeing you there also with so many activities. I am always seeing you there also, and I have also seen your Instagram stories many a time that 11:30 I winded up with this session, this session. So it's very motivating and it's very inspiring to hear. So we should have our own daily routine. So thank you, Gargi.
Thank you.
And guys, do you have any queries you can post here in the comment? We would like to answer that. Gargi will be happy to answer your queries. And the next thing is, what I want to ask is, you are a young kid and you have your own community quantum leadership academy, and you are coaching many persons who are of my age or more than my age. So how or what are the struggles or what are the difficulties you face at the earliest stage of your coaching business?
See, there were a lot of challenges when I started. The first thing, every single time I used to get this comment that you don't have any experience. How can you teach us, being a 13-year-old or 14-year-old? And it's completely obvious because a lot of people do not, do not actually understand that no matter whatever your age is, you can still continue to grow, learn every single thing. So that used to demotivate me a lot initially when I started. But I was like, no problem, even if I don't have an experience, I'll build an experience. So that was my mindset. First challenge. Then second challenge which I was getting from people when I started my journey was rejections, right? So a lot of rejections every single time when I'm going up, and maybe I'm telling them about my program and all. I used to get a lot of no's. My first client, with the person I worked with, she told me first no, but then she joined later. So rejection was another challenge. The third challenge was a lot of self doubt, because we need to understand that when you start, nobody believes in you. Not even your family will believe in you, not even your friends will believe in you. I started getting a lot of criticism from my own friends and other family members, and I was like, no problem, one day you will see. So like one every single time somebody used to tell me something, मेरा हमेशा से one formula रहा है कि एक कान से सुनो and दूसरे से you can just remove it. So that has been the constant, like inspiration for me to keep going, to just improve myself rather than proving anybody else. A lot of people, what I have seen as I work with so many people is, one of the things that they are always running after is, I need to prove this person, I need to prove that I can do. Why do you need to prove? Just improve yourself, and then like their own things will, like they will get that wisdom ki yes, you have done something in your life. So these were some of the challenges.
Superb, superb, Gargi. I will take this as mantra. Don't try to prove, just try to improve.
Yeah.
So it's a quite interesting mantra. I will have it from you. Thank you. And there is one question, Gargi. How to move on easily without getting hurt to bullying also?
Okay.
Asked by Susie. So how to get out of this bullying or not being hurt by it?
Okay. So, see, like how to move on easily without getting hurt and bullying also. So, let's say, for example, if you are getting hurt by anyone, like whether it's in your family or it's outside someone, the first thing that you need to value is your own mental health. Like first thing is value your mental health. Remove that person from your life, because if somebody is overpowering you, you need to choose your own inner peace then, no matter how close or far they are, right? Because I have learned this after a couple of experiences, that it's completely fine to let go of some people, not because they are bad, but just because they don't suit your mental peace, right? So that's the first thing, to the person who has asked. Second thing is, try to find out ways of dealing with the root cause, because a lot of people, what they do is, they are just healing on the surface level. They do healing on surface level, and then they feel, okay, I'm healed, why do I need to heal again, why do I need to spend some time every single day with my own space? But it is important, because healing is a lifelong journey. Abhi you are happy, maybe next few days something will happen again, you will get hurt. So you need to, like understand the root cause and start working on those traumas or inner child practices. You can do journaling. I am a fan of journaling. I have healed a lot just because of writing. Because, like when I write, I do not need to pay attention to any thought that paper is going to judge me, because paper will only listen to you. So I keep asking myself the right questions, the right questions to understand what's happening inside me. And believe me, this is one thing which I want to tell you. Your outer world is just a reflection of your inner world. So if something is happening outside, then that means more than even the person hurting you, the person who is actually hurting you is yourself, right? Or you are hurting yourself. So try to understand those areas. You can find journaling prompts on so many Google channels. There is one channel specially dedicated to journaling. It is called Lavender. Lavender, Eileen Zoo, all these people's videos can help you, because they helped me to go through the same what you are going through. And the fourth thing which I want to tell you is very important out of everything I've told. Allow yourself to feel this hurt, right? Allow yourself to feel this hurt, because a lot of times we do not give ourselves the permission to feel the emotion we want to. And especially anger or especially hurt, we just feel like isko bas hatao, right? Just remove this, I need to feel positive. Give yourself some space, but don't give yourself too much space that your emotions start controlling you. So these are the four things to like how you can help yourself to heal when a person is hurting you or bullying you. And if last thing is ask for help. If you are not able to do it yourself, ask for help. Either a coach, all of us, we are reach out. Like you can always reach out to us.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So thank you, Gargi. Hope, Susi, you might have got your answer. And the last point is very powerful one. Ask for help. I also went into depression, and I also had this experience of suicide attempts. And when I turned back into the personal development, the first thing which made me to shift is asking for help. I
Right.
I I was courageous to get help from the family and from my mentors. So really interesting and really inspiring to hear this from you, Gargi. More power to you. And I would especially like to know more about your Bruce. I have seen him in many stories. So to know the fun part of you, let me know more about your pet and your friend, best friend.
Okay. See, like I have friends, but most of the times the only person I spend time with is Bruce. So basically, he was gifted to me by one of my mentors, Nikhil sir, on my 16th birthday, and he just came like a surprise. And then every single day, it's like हम सुबह उठते हैं, he's always there. Then
Mm.
any single time, I'll tell you the funny fact about him. When I'm too much into my classes, he will come beside me and he will start like वो खींचने लगेगा मेरी shirt को,
Ah,
and then he will start calling me that let's play. So
ah,
this is a very funny part. Sometimes let's say if I am sitting, I usually sit inside the room, but right now I'm here, so there's a table also, so he will stand up over there and he will come in the sessions as well. So a
so
lot
sweet,
of,
so
yes,
sweet.
right. So a lot of masala is added by Bruce.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Pets are also therapeutic. So
Right.
best pets are our best friend. I also love pets, and we used to have cats, dogs in our house, and one Blackie cat is just like a lover for me.
Mm,
So
right.
I could relate more with you how they will be coming and pulling us to play with them.
Yes.
So it's so sweet to hear this from you, Gargi.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
and another thing is how you are managing your studies and all these works.
Uh, See, like when it comes to studies, I had to take a very tough decision when it came to college. I got selected in Delhi University in one of the colleges. I was very happy that because Delhi University is like a dream for every
Yeah.
person who just comes out of 12th. So I was very happy, but I could sense, मुझे पहले से पता था कि I won't be able to go.
Uh,
Because first was I was also not interested in that lesson, and at the same time I didn't have time for it. So the tough decision which I needed to make is I had to join a distance learning course, psychology honors from IGNU University, and I still remember, the day when I went out of DU and I had to opt for distance learning. I had tears in my eyes because I was missing a part which is loved by every single person. So at that point of time I had this thought, but the only thing is how I'm managing when it comes to your question is studies is like distance learning, so all my work, everything is from home. So even if I have my whole time apart from coaching sessions, if I want to study, then I'll do, and if I don't want to, then I will not do. So this is the right now it's manageable because in IGNU University we have once in a year exams. So and then the assignments and all are there. Right.
Great, great, great. So, could you give any time management hacks for us to manage your times with juggling with so many things?
Okay. Okay. See, when it comes to time management, right, the first thing you need to understand is prioritize. Stop making 10, 20 things, because you also know out of the 20 things that you are trying to note down in your diary, out of 20 things, at the end only one or two will be completed. Rest is only going to make you feel overwhelmed. That मुझे ये सब करना था and I couldn't do it. I was a person who used to make 30 things in a day, 30, 40 things. But then I started understanding that this will not work, because every single day, because of it, my own self confidence was getting down. And so I started prioritizing. I have every single day 5 things on my list. If these 5 things are over, I am done for the day and I'm feeling I'm very productively spending it. Right? So every single day, if not every single day, then maybe the night before you sleep, just note down your task for tomorrow, so that when you
Mm.
wake up, you don't end up scrolling social media key and then end up feeling bad that you didn't have time, you have wasted 2 to 3 hours. Generally ऐसे ही होता है. So first is this, rather than to do list, prioritize. Second is work in breaks. Right, work in breaks, because अगर एक बार में you are going to work, you are going to get exhausted, you are going to
Mm.
get burnout. I was literally taking sessions every single week, like 60 to 70 one-on-one calls, and at the end of the week I used to feel fulfilled that I'm helping, but at the same time I used to get very exhausted. So what I started doing, 2 days I'll take calls, then one day I will take a break. Then 2 to 3 days I'll take calls, then one day I'll take a break. So now that I've structured in this way, I am also not getting exhausted, and other people inside the community are also getting help. So this way you can do, like, take breaks. And third thing is, give yourself a day off. Right? Give
Ah,
yourself a day off, because it's important. If you are only
yes.
going to work, 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 you are gone.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
True, true, true. So you are an international motivational speaker, and you have had your sessions at various places around the world. So I would like to know more about it and the experience of visiting various countries and meeting various kinds of people with different cultures. How does it impacted you
Hmm.
in your life?
Okay. See, at that point of time, COVID was going on, so it was all online. So I
Okay.
had I have done my speeches in United Kingdom, in
Yes.
like in one of the churches in United Kingdom, in one of the schools of Ghana. Then I've done in Nigeria. I've done in one more, Spain.
Mm.
I've done in Spain. So these are the 4 countries where I have done and delivered the motivational talks. And I've always been a very much kind of fan of foreigners, like the people
Ah,
who are outside the country. I've always loved talking to them. So seeing this opportunity coming my way was again a very much a happy moment, that my dream is getting fulfilled. And when it comes to culture and all, I have only delivered the talk, so I am not really sure about the culture, because it was only 1.5 hour talks, and it was just to the students. So all I can say is it was a very good experience, and the credit all goes to Edjo HTC, who helped me to reach this opportunity.
oh,
So they are
oh.
actually a group of organization who works in 17 countries, with the poor students, with the people who are in need of help, and then they arrange food, clothes, and such talks for them.
Oh, great, great. It's
Yes.
great to know about that, Gargi. So I would also like to be some way supporting that. Please share those details with me later.
Okay,
And
okay,
if
sure.
anybody wants to have to contribute like this as a service, we would also like to do some kind of service. So if anybody wanted, you can have the comment, and we will certainly give you the details.
Yes.
So guys who are watching Gargi, really you will get motivated and you are being pumped up. I think so. Do you have any queries? If you have any queries related to productivity, time management, or anything facing the life as our mental wellness, or anything, you can ask in the comment, and Gargi will be more than happy to answer your queries. When they ask, let us continue, Gargi. The thing is, I think you are a great manifester, and I think you are a magician. You have such a kind of dreams come true. So, can you share about this manifestation and how or what manifestation techniques help you to achieve your dreams and goals faster?
Okay. See, manifestation for me is work. Like a lot of people miss out on the action. Yes. So I'll tell you my definition of manifestation. Intention plus action equals to manifestation. So for me, this is the pure two words. Intention is I have put out that intention that I want to achieve this. I have it on my dream board. I have it on my vision board. I have it every single day in front of me. But at the end of the day, I cannot sit and wait for universe to just give me the opportunity without working hard for it. Right? So I think a lot of people सिर्फ वो intention देकर action भूल जाते हैं. So action is a very important part because remember, the more you take action, the more faster your growth is going to be. Like a lot of people tell me that I'm a very fast action taker. It's just because I like to take action because I love growing, right? So I think manifestation is just intention plus your action.
Super. Super. Intention plus action equal to manifestation. A simple yet powerful formula.
Right.
Yes. So thank you, Gargi. A question is that what is the biggest lesson you have learned as a coach from Sarika?
Okay. See, the biggest lesson which I am, learning or I have learned as a coach is stay humble. Yes, stay humble and stay grounded. I have seen a lot of people, like just go through their own thing. मतलब वो successful हो जाते हैं and then ego comes in, attitude comes in. But at the end of the day, you need to remember that you need to stay grounded to your own roots. So I think no matter how successful you become, you need to always stay humble and stay grounded towards everybody around you. So I think as a coach, this is what I have just got because जब आप किसी की help करते हो और people start observing you or you're everywhere on social media, there's a lot of fame that's happening or there's a lot of things that are people talking about you. So you need not feel कि I am the best, I am the best. That needs to be very grounded. Yes.
That's so powerful, Gargi. At this young age, you have such a kind of uh, wisdom to stay grounded. When we are hearing from younger generation like you, it's a hope for the future. Really, I feel that it is hope for the future. So always we are saying that young generation are not that much sincere and younger generation are wasting their time. But seeing you gives us more hope for the future generation. Thank you, Gargi, for that.
Thank you,
And having this being centered, and when it comes to the discussion of a coach, I would like to know from you about your Quantum Leadership Academy.
Okay.
So what made you to start that, and what you are doing in that, and how you are helping other coaches in that academy?
Okay, so Quantum Leadership Academy, like when I started, it was actually called Dream by Design Academy, and then it went to like Enlightened Warriors Hub. Then I've changed this name a lot, but this is the word which I got last year, 2024, I think middle or starting May, and I just felt too connected with it because I'll tell you why. Quantum is something which I want people to know that anybody who joins it they are going to have a quantum leap in their life, or a quantum jump, or a quantum shifting. So that's why I wanted to stay connected to universal words. So I thought it as quantum. Leadership is one of the qualities of every coach. That in order for you to become a coach, leadership is the first quality. So leadership, and then academy was anyways there. So this thought came in my mind when basically I was going through my own, depression phase, and I promised to God one day. I was looking outside and I was feeling very helpless because I was still, struggling to overcome those feelings. And I made a decision that whenever I'm out of this, I am going to help people with this. Till then I did not know कि इसको coaching बोलते हैं, but I had this thing that whatever I do in life, this will be something which will be an addition. So, and after that I got into coaching and all, so it just came in. So what exactly I help people with is, I'm into two topics. I'm also into manifestation and healing, and I'm also into helping people start and scale up their coaching business using organic marketing. So these are the two things that we do inside our community.
Oh, great.
Yes.
So through organic
Yes,
marketing. Okay, okay.
organic. Like my strength has always been organic.
Oh,
Yes.
great. It's very impressive to hear that, Gargi. We are struggling much to scale up, and also we are struggling much to have our visibility, authority, and the audience building. So it gives us a hope that you are doing everything organically.
Thank
And
you.
more power to you and more abundance to you, Gargi, for your vision and mission. So, next thing which I want to ask you is how you are beating your imposter syndrome. Every we are having perfectionist syndrome, imposter syndrome, and we lack consistency. I am also a coach. Sometimes I feel that though I post many reels, though I post many social media posts, no engagement is there. So why I have to do all this? And also sometimes I feel that I am not in a position to post anything. And like that, how you are overcoming all those beliefs or all those struggles as a coach?
Yes. See, when it comes to like all these struggles, first thing is whenever I feel a lot of, like maybe disappointment, or I am into low phase, or I'm not feeling like taking action, I have learned this because this was my weakest point at some time last to last year. Commitment, right? Like showing
Mm.
up for calls or commitment was one of the biggest weakness. And I went through many experiences in 2023, where every single time I was getting reminded that गार्गी अगर ये ठीक नहीं किया ना तो आगे बहुत प्रॉब्लम आने वाली है. And in 2024 my major word was just commitment, that whatever I am, like whatever things I am committing, I am going to fulfill them, I am going to show up for it. So I think first that you need to understand is, and I read this on Google somewhere, that commitment is not actually done on your happy days. Commitment is done on those days even when you are not in a mood of taking action, because तब आपको वो resistance सबसे ज़्यादा feel होती है. So I think that has been one of the major guiding force, that commitment does not only needs to be on the good days, but also on your worst days of your life. The second thing, how I overcome imposter syndrome or perfectionism is, I do not allow perfectionism to control me. I launch and then I prepare later. Right. So let's
Mm.
see. A lot of people have this challenge that I want to do a webinar, but I am not able to find time for it. For me, it's a reverse case. I will launch कि मेरे को इस डेट पे webinar है. I'll start speaking about it, and I know people are joining. I need to show up for them on that day. So उस दिन तक हो जाएगा तैयार. And
Yeah.
I give my best in doing it. So I am a person who works very creatively on deadlines.
Ah,
Yes, so
ah.
when deadlines comes, my brain starts working in the most creative way. So even if I have a whole week to prepare, I will not prepare the whole week. I will prepare on the last moment. So this is the second thing. The third thing, to anyone who is overcoming, like who deals with this thing, one of the personal things which I do is I go back to my mentors' profiles like Pooja ma'am, Siddharth sir, all the other mentors, Sureen sir, Blair Singer. I will go to their first video and I will remind myself that, I need not compare myself to anyone. Like all the mentors, they are successful. Why? Because they continued through what I am facing as a struggle.
Yes. Sorry for this interruption. Here, power cut was there. So my Wi-Fi gone out. So let me invite Gargi once again. So you might have had so many wonderful hacks from Gargi. She has spilled her wisdom and her experience as a young coach and also a young mentor. So I have sent invitation for Gargi again. So and I am waiting for her to join. So meanwhile, if you had any bulb-on moments and you had any key takeaways, you can share in the comment. You can give your appreciation and best wishes to Gargi Arya. And also you can post any queries if you have in the comment section so that when Gargi joins, she will answer everything. So I'm still waiting for Gargi to join. So sorry for this interruption. Yes,
Sorry.
Gargi. Sorry for this interruption. In apartment, power cut was there, so my Wi-Fi gone out, and I have now came to mobile data.
Okay,
Sorry for
okay.
this.
I thought it's my network.
Oh, here also the same time. Here also power cut was
Okay.
there.
Okay, like here also something happened with network.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Now your video is somewhat blurred, so that so here also the same time power cut was there.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Right.
So coming to that imposter syndrome, we were talking about
Mhm.
that, and you have given nice things how you have to get
Mhm.
out of that perfectionism and imposter syndrome. So nice talking to Gargi. So any one uh, particular hack which you want to share with younger generation, one hack or one mantra, and for the aspiring coaches and mentors, one mantra. Could you share?
Okay, I've asked a very hard question. I think I'll tell you the one of the biggest lessons which I've learned recently is the show must go on, and I think it has has a major impact on my life because even on those days when you don't feel like waking up, even on those days when nothing feels like it's going your way, even on those days a lot of things are happening. There is so much noise in the outer world and आप खुद को नहीं सुन पा रहे हो. The only thing which I want to tell you is it has two messages. First is, whenever you feel such kind of things happen, just disconnect from the world and reconnect with yourself. Because I'm
Mm.
telling you, every single answer that you are searching outside in the world, whether it's love, maybe आपको वैसे love नहीं मिला घर से, maybe from your parents you did not get it, and you're trying to search a person in the outer world who can love you the same way, नहीं मिलेगा. I am actually destroying your hope here. You will not get it until and unless you deliver the same love to yourself first, right? So I think everything starts from you. If you want respect, if you want love, if you want anything inside that you are looking for, first start giving yourself, and then people will start giving to you. You know, there was a point in my life, I think when I started the journey, I was always looking for validation from my friends,
Mm.
when I started especially. So there were so many people who were just, you know, disagreeing with my own work, with every single thing that I used to do. But I was like, no problem, I will myself support myself, you later support me. So I think come to a stage where your own cup is full first, and then when it just goes into overflow, people are anyways going to receive the benefits of it. Yes.
Great, Gargi. And what one thing that helped you really to get your mental wealth back?
See, there were only two things that helped me the most. First is self love practice. Every single day, I started the energy which was going to blame others. I started reviving that energy for my own self care time. So, the skin care, the self care, every single thing that I was doing just for myself, so that I feel loved by my own self, right? And like journaling practices for me to get back to my mental peace. And the second thing which I started doing was gratitude. Gratitude has shifted my life in the most amazing ways, and I learned about this first from Blair Singer. Like, he told us more about gratitude and all, and then when I came into Pooja ma'am's world, it was like every
Mm.
single day you need to write gratitude.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Gargi, on this gratitude. Gratitude has so much power to shift our life in uh, unexpected dimensions. I am also a living example for that. And in
Yes.
our community also, we practice gratitude every single day. It's so lovely that gratitude has helped you to be grounded and centered every single day.
Right.
Yes. So, any other questions, guys? We are nearing to the time. So, any other questions which you want to get answers from Gargi, you can post in the comment section. And I would like to hear from you, Gargi, about your book, The Lion-Hearted Soul. The
Yes.
name itself gives much curiosity for me to explore and to read that book.
So see, Lion-Hearted Soul was my first book, which was written. I think it was published on 16th September 2020, when I was still going through that phase of mental health issues, and when I started overcoming them through the practices which I started doing, a lot of difference when I thought, and especially that moment when I wanted to kill myself, that completely changed my perspective towards life. And that book only speaks one major lesson out of every single chapter. There are 30 chapters in it. All the chapters have one major lesson: suicide can never be the solution to your problems. Every single mess in your life has a message. So every single problem in your life needs a message, or has something that you can take your learnings from. And I think Lion Hearted Soul, basically my mom showed me a video, where it was like the video was talking all about the lion. So it was that lion is neither the tallest animal, neither the he has no quality where he is ranking first, but still why everybody treats him as the king of the jungle, because he has that aura. वो
Mm.
चलता ही इस वे में है कि everybody just fears him, or anything that the lion does is his leadership qualities are the most. And after seeing that video, suddenly this thing popped up in my mind. Each one of us has a lion inside us, and all our lives, most of the people, they are living like sheep. That they feel like a sheep, but उनके अंदर एक सोया हुआ अभी भी शेर है, that they can just awaken it. And that's when the lion came in. Soul was already a word in my book that I wanted to have. And then I started searching on Google कि lion और soul से क्या बन सकता है, and then the word came hearted, so the lion hearted soul. Right.
Super, super. I like that title, Lion-Hearted Soul, and it is giving much curiosity to read that book.
Right.
Yes, there is one question. Sometimes people be sweet, and sometimes, often then ulta, and then again sweet. How to deal with these people? Sometimes sweet and sometimes bitter, or sometimes cheating, like that. So how to deal with these kind of people?
Okay, see, I think everybody has such kind of problems where we meet people who have different faces. वो maybe आपसे आगे differently behave करेंगे, पीछे differently behave करेंगे. And I think one of the things that we need to understand is, ask yourself, what are the people who you want to attract, right? Who are the people that you want to attract, and then first become like one. Yes. So I will tell you, when I was going through those experiences, the negative experiences, every single time I kept on asking myself, who are the people I want to surround myself with? The people who value me, the people who, like always motivate me, the people who push me to take action. Every single quality I noted, and I started working on becoming that person, so that I don't need to chase someone like this. People will themselves get attracted to that aura and energy. And through constant inner work, personal development practices, our mentors help everyone, experiences of my own life, when I finally became that person. Now when I meet such people who are two faces, I will catch them first. Right? मुझे उनकी वाइफ से ही पता चल जाएगा कि this is not someone I want to surround myself with. And so I started setting boundaries. That I have a boundary and you can't cross it. And if you cross it, you are out. Yes.
Yeah,
So
true.
you need to have this kind of power, which comes just through inner work.
Superb, superb. So your vibe attracts your tribe. Truly,
Right.
truly. So I just wanted to say in this moment that the dedication how Gargi is doing, I just sent her an invitation immediately. She accepted the invitation, and also she said that I will send all the necessary details for you to post in the Instagram. I was really amazed. I was supposed to ask all those details, but she gave all the details what I wanted to be to post the social media post. And also when I shared her with the graphic design, instantly she approved with a thumbs up, and she said go ahead. So such a kind of dedication can't be expected from any persons. But really, I really appreciate your dedication, Gargi. Superb, and more power and more abundance to you. We will be having so much queries, and we will like to hear from you so many things. Let us connect another time also with a powerful set of questions. To end with, can you suggest any three books which may help for the personal development? I am a
Okay.
ardent lover of books. I am a
Okay.
lifelong learner. So I would like to end our session with that.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much, everyone who is telling Susie ma'am, Sarika
Yes.
ma'am, mindful trainer, means a lot. So now coming to the books, see, the three books that have impacted me the most is, first, The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. That's the first book, because Jack Canfield has played the most role in my life when I was in depression. Because every single day I used to read his books. Every single day I used to watch his YouTube videos, and I can't even tell you how excited I am to meet him on 8th. Like, I'm going for Change Makers. So,
Uh,
like, that will be a dream come moment, seeing him on stage. So, I think that's the first thing. Second book which I want to tell you is by Richard Carlson. It's a book, something, I am not able to recall the title, बट बाय रिचर्ड कार्सन, स्मॉल स्टफ करके उसका नाम है. आई सर्च द बुक एंड आई विल राइट इट इन द कमेंट्स बिलो. The third book which I want to tell you is of Pooja Puneet ma'am, The Golden Cage. I think The Golden Cage is her book. That is also a very nice book which teaches you a lot all around life coaching and manifestation. So these three books I will suggest.
yes, yes. So there are so many comments appreciating you, Gargi. You are amazing. You are truly an inspiration. Thank you, Gargi,
Thank you,
for
everyone.
spending your time with us. We had so many kind of knowledge bombs, wisdom bombs from you. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Let us once again connect some other time and have another conversation. And my best wishes and blessing to you for more abundance and more power to you. Thank you, Gargi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Guys,
Vasunta ma'am. Means a lot. You two are an inspiration, and thank you everyone for patiently listening.
thank you, Gargi. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone.
Questions have, yes, do you have any question? If you have any question, you can put in the comments. So, or otherwise, you can also have the questions in the comment section of this video once it comes into the feed. Okay. So, we will be happy to answer those questions also. And my request is, you know the drill. You have to take screenshot of this live session, and then you have to post it in your stories with the 3 bulb-on moments or 3 breakthrough moments or 3 key takeaways from Gargi's conversation, and it will really help you. And please tag us, both of us, Vivek Vasanta and Gargi Arya, and we will share that in our stories too. And if you have any queries, we are more happy to help you. So you can reach out to both of us at Vivek Vasanta and Gargi Arya _ I think so. Your Instagram ID.
Right.
Yes, thank you guys. With another powerful Unstoppable Saktis series, we will be meeting you next time with another guest. Until then, stay happy, stay mindful. Thank you so much, Gargi Arya. Bye.
Thank you everyone. Thank you ma'am. Bye.
Bye. So thank you everyone who has joined this Unstoppable Saktis Empowered Women interview series. Hope you find it so much helpful with the conversation with Gargi Arya, and really you put the key takeaways in your stories so that you may get a surprise gift from me. You take 3 key takeaways from the conversation and you share that in your stories, tagging myself at Vivek Vasanta and Gargi Arya _ so that you will be enlightened to get a freebie from me. Okay, thanks for joining us. In next week, in the Unstoppable Saktis Empowered Women interview series, we will be coming with another powerful women, and you can get so many experience and life success story from her. So until then, bye.